What is up, wrestling fans? This is Kayfabe Chronicles, and I am your host, JP. Well, Money in the Bank has just wrapped up. Lots of crazy action going on tonight. What the heck happened? I'm going to let you know right now. Hello, and welcome to the live stream. This is Kayfabe Chronicles, and I am your host, JP. If this is your first time here, please stick around for a little while. Partake in the chat room to the left-hand side of the screen. And if you like what you see, make sure to crush like, hit subscribe, and click that bell notification for whenever we go live. We go live Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time, except for pay-per-view nights, where we will go on after the event. And we also go live Wednesdays right after NXT to discuss the episode of NXT. We also throw in random videos throughout the week, and make sure to check out that Twitter account, check out that Facebook page, and ladies and gentlemen, let's get that ball rolling. That is right, what are we talking about tonight? We are talking about Money in the Bank, my second favorite pay-per-view of the year, right behind the Royal Rumble. But yeah, let's just jump right into the action. So the event starts off today with the ladies' Money in the Bank. That's right, I did not watch the pre-show, but hey, I heard the tag match was actually, yeah. Anyway, so the women's Money in the Bank. So this year we got Ember Moon, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Nikki Cross, of course, filling in for Alexa Bliss. We got Bayley, we got Natty, we got Naomi, we got Carmella. Overall, pretty decent match. Naomi, great entrance as always, puts a lot of effort in. Thing I really loved is that Nikki Cross got a huge pop. It was really nice to see her finally in a match. I'm glad that she's playing the crazy character again. I was very against them taking that away from her for that first little bit, so I was really happy with her just going flat in and just going all crazy psycho. But overall, the match itself was really good. I just love at the beginning, after the bell rang, that all the ladies were just standing there just like staring at that briefcase. They didn't really do anything. Like, they just sat there and stared at it. And then, of course, boom, finally everything just goes on. All the action starts going on. A lot of ladder spots right off the bat. Nikki grabs the ladder, goes all crazy. She's doing tornado runs, sticking around her head, spinning around, just knocking everybody. Dana Brooke gets the first really big counter of the night when she does a running drop kick to knock Nikki down. A really good thing that she was able to get her feet right in between the ring. Very hard to do that. Kind of a scary moment right after that. Mandy Rose was battling Carmella a little bit. She kind of did a quick kick on her, and Carmella's leg got caught in the kind of like the foot of the ladder, and you could see like her knee kind of pop and twist. At first, I didn't know if it was legitimate, but she, of course, left the ring. Referees kind of like looked at her. They carried her out. Is this swerve? Is it not? Who knows? It's hard to tell. Like, when I watched the replay over and over again, I didn't see anything bad, but the referee didn't throw up the axe. So, Carmella would leave the match for a good little bit. Naomi had a couple good athletic spots. They kept trying to hit her with the ladder, and there was one point where she was in between the two ladders, so they ran in to try to sandwich her. She did the splits and avoided it. Really cool. Dana getting actually a really small cheer. Dana got a really good moment where she kind of body slammed a bunch of people into ladders, and she actually got like a Dana chant, which was really good. I've said it during my predictions video. I was really hoping that she would get a nice, decent match so people could see how talented she is, and I think Dana Brooke had a phenomenal match. I think she looked really good. But the real talk of this match is that we finally got our much-wanted Eclipse top rope ladder spot that we missed out on last year, and it was Natalya who got the crap kicked out of her on this one. It was nice to finally see that. So suck it, Natalya, even though you are still one of my favorites. Carmella makes her return into the match, limping, her legs all taped up. She kind of beats everyone up, and she makes her way on to climb up the ladder, but Sonya Deville runs in and interferes, throws Carmella off the rope. Sonya desperately tries to get Mandy Rose into the ring to get her to climb the ladder. Unfortunately, Mandy has knocked the crap out. Sonya picks up Mandy Rose on her shoulders, and an impressive feat of strength. Like, she actually carries Mandy Rose up to the top of the ladder, but before Mandy Rose can reach and grab the belt, Bayley sprints up the ladder, stares both of them in the face in a really funny spot if you guys didn't see it. Bayley pushes Mandy and Sonya off the ladder and grabs the briefcase. So Bayley is this year's Money in the Bank winner, which I think is absolutely great. She was my pick, of course, if you guys saw my prediction video. But yeah, really excited to see where this was going to go. But spoiler alert, we'll get to that later. Okay, but yeah, like I said, Bayley is your Money in the Bank champion for 2019. Right after that, we have the U.S. title match between Samoa Joe defending against Rey Mysterio. I went up to go to the bathroom just really quick. I figured, yeah, I'll come back, I'll watch it, and I missed it. Apparently, this match was only a couple minutes long. A little bit longer than the WrestleMania match, but not by much. From what I could see in the replay, Joe got busted up pretty early, but he continued to dominate Rey. But then Rey was able to get a roll up on Joe and secure the 3 count. So new U.S. champion Rey Mysterio. On the replay though, like Joe's shoulder was not even close to being down. Like Joe's shoulder was like miles above the ground. So referee botch. Is it part of the storyline? Who the heck knows? But as I talk more about the review, you will see the referees not their best performance tonight for sure. But immediately after the match, Samoa Joe gets mad, beats the crap out of Rey Mysterio while staring at Rey's son Dominic the entire time, just beating the living crap out of him while Dominic's like, no, don't hurt her, don't hurt my dad. But yeah, overall, like I said, the feud's obviously going to go a little bit longer now, but it was interesting to see that Samoa Joe lost because I did not see that coming. Alright, very next match, we got the steel cage match. We got Shane taking on The Miz. Miz pretty much destroys Shane for a good chunk of the match. Like, as soon as the match started, Shane tried to escape, but Miz would have none of that. Overall, like it was pretty good. No blood though. I was a little disappointed. I was really hoping there'd be blood spraying in this match. It's a steel cage. There has to be blood. But once again, we're going to talk about the referee. So after a skull crushing finale onto Shane McMahon, referee counts 1-2. Shane McMahon puts his foot on the rope, and the referee stops counting, saying rope break. Rope breaks do not count in any match where there's no disqualification. So poo-poo to the ref. Even the announcers called him out, like the commentators called him out on that. Shane McMahon, of course, got his usual spots in like his post to post, coast to coast, whatever you want to call it. He did that a couple times. Ultimately, Shane did manage to catch The Miz into a reverse triangle hold, which was really cool, but The Miz was able to get out. And the match happens when Miz catches Shane McMahon and he catapults him into the cage wall. We're hoping to knock Shane out, but Shane catches himself, starts climbing up as fast as he can. He gets over the cage, but The Miz manages to grab him and hold him in place. But before he's able to climb himself out, Shane McMahon's shirt rips off and he falls and crashes down and lands on the floor. So Shane McMahon defeats The Miz in the steel cage match. Sucks there was no blood, but hey, we all can't be perfect. But yeah, interesting way to end. It's obviously going to keep the feud going, which a lot of people don't like, but whatever. I enjoyed the living crap out of it. All right, let's get on to the Cruiserweight Championship. That's right. Tony Nese defending against Daivari. 205 Championship finally on the main card. You did it, boys. You did it. Thing that sucks about this match is a lot of people, like I was watching like live footage from some of the other wrestling YouTubers and some of the other wrestling things in general, and they were just like, oh, he left, like the crowd was leaving, like they were going for their bathroom break, when it sucks because this was actually legitimately a really fun match to watch. Like I said, both the guys worked very well. Like I said, like they know each other very well. They kind of came up at the same time, so like their styles kind of match, and like I said, like they know each other, so it's essentially like two best friends fighting. I enjoyed the heck out of this match. A lot of fast action. It still blows my mind how fast and how athletic Tony Nese is for a dude that is as big as him. Like, and then again, he is under 205 pounds, but like Tony Nese is a brick shithouse, and he's able to do a 450 splash. He's able to do moonsaults. He's able to do flips. Overall, though, I really dug this match. I actually thought that Daivari was going to win. Daivari was able to hit him pretty much with every single finisher he had. So he hit the Persian Lion Splash. He hit the Hammerlock Lariat. Tony Nese kicked out. Tony Nese was able then to get the running knees. I'm not even kidding. That's legitimately what it's called. But hey, whatever. So Tony Nese retains his championship. Great match. Absolutely dug it. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you doing today? Like I said, I think Dana did great. I'm so proud of Dana for her showing in that match. I thought that she absolutely looked phenomenal. Said she even got that crowd pop. Like the crowd was cheering for her. I'm just very, very proud of her. Like I said, she's come such a long way since her days in NXT, and then just kind of dwindling and doing nothing on the main roster. So I was really excited that she was able to do her thing. Got a little tear because I'm a big Dana Brooke fan. I have been for a really long time. She's hilarious. Like, watch her interview. She is so freaking funny. But immediately after the Cruiserweight Championship, we had our first commercial for the Super Showdown because did you know that it's better than WrestleMania? Because WWE seems to think so. I'm sorry, guys. Like, you don't take your main marquee show of the year and claim that it's crap and stuff is better than it. Like, I'm sorry. That's not marketing. I don't care all the amount of money that you've been paid to put on this other show. You don't flat out say, like, hey, you guys think WrestleMania is good? Well, here's something better. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's like NHL saying, like, don't bother watching the playoffs or the Stanley Cup. That's just garbage. Just watch the exhibition season. But whatever. I just found that really weird that they like just automatically claimed that something was better than WrestleMania. Like, granted, WrestleMania is not my favorite pay-per-view, but it just doesn't make sense from a business standpoint. But with that, we go on to the very next match. Becky taking on Lacey. Our girl Lacey. We love her. We love her. We love her. And yes, I fully agree. Goldberg versus Taker should have been 20 years ago. I will probably not watch the Super Showdown. Because Triple H and Randy Orton, cool. I like that. Braun versus Bobby Lashley has some potential, but just Undertaker, man, I love you. You're one of my favorites of all time, but just that's it. Let the people who haven't seen your heyday remember you for what you were. Don't leave this taste in our mouths. But maybe they'll have a good match. But overall, this match, so I actually really dug it. I thought this match was super fun. Lacey's entrance gear, 2 thumbs way up. I love the green. I love that she incorporated like the Money in the Bank thing. She pulled out like 2 pistols from her side holsters and then just shot cash all over in the crowd. Absolutely fun. Becky Lynch, of course, was like Becky, of course, with her Kill Bill motif, and Demon Finn versus the Demon Finn versus Andrade. I'm actually very intrigued for. I think that's gonna be cool, and if it's any indication of what we saw tonight, it's gonna be great. But overall, this match was pretty good. I really liked the Lacey really worked on Becky's arm for like the entire match. It was really good. She's using a lot of smart wrestling technique. Like I said, pick apart and work it down. Pick apart and work it down. The crowd seemed to be in it for a good chunk for sure. Like the crowd really enjoyed it. I enjoyed a lot of it. The ending though, is a little weird for me. Like if you guys didn't see the ending, Lacey rolled Becky up. The shoulder wasn't down initially when the referee looked. Like you could see their shoulder was up, but then when he ran to the other side, Becky's shoulders were down, but there was no count. And then of course before the referee could start counting, Becky rolled Lacey up into the disarmer and Lacey tapped immediately. So I don't know. It was just a really tough call because even on the replay it was hard to see. Like I don't know. I think the ending should have been a little bit different. I think that they kind of slopped it a little bit. Not taking anything against it. It was a fun match. I really enjoyed it. Just the ending was just a little weird for me. Like I said, I don't know if it was supposed to happen that way or just the referee didn't count. But in reality, on the replay, it did look like Becky's shoulders were down for a 3 count. But hey, that's just me. I enjoyed the ending. I thought it worked very well. As much as I want Lacey to win, I just thought it would be too early for her to even win the championship. But overall, great match. Lacey looked good. Becky looked good. I hope the crowd can actually realize that Lacey can wrestle, all right? So, like, oh, she just walks down the ring and does her thing and then leaves. No, Lacey is legitimately good. Watch her old stuff. Trust me. Like, this is just the beginning for her. I think it's absolutely great. But immediately after that, Charlotte's music hits. Charlotte runs down and demands her match with Becky right then and there. And Becky accepts. So it looks like we're going to have the second Women's Championship match tonight. Overall, though, the match, we've seen it a million times. It was still fun, though. Like, every time Charlotte and Becky fight, I enjoy myself. I think it's great. I said I could watch them fight forever, and I wouldn't even be mad. Match, pretty decent. Like, like they're using each other's moves against each other, which is what you'd expect. But the match ends when Charlotte is thrown outside of the ring. The referee's doing the 10 count. He's not paying attention to what's going on in the ring. Lacey Evans runs down and hits the woman's right on Becky, knocking her ass out. Charlotte tries to get the upper hand, but she's rolled into a small package, but Becky isn't able to get the 3 count. But before Becky can get up, Charlotte hits her with a big boot to the face. And 1, 2, 3, we have a new SmackDown Women's Champion. That's right, Charlotte has now captured her 9th World Championship since she started a couple years ago, which is cool. I see what they're doing. I dig it. Nothing too bad. But what happens after the match is really, really what we're all here to talk about. So Charlotte goes on a rampage and continues to beat up Becky, teaming up with Lacey Evans, getting Lacey, like saying, hold her while I kick her ass. Both of them are just demolishing Becky. Bayley's music hits. Bayley runs down to make the save. She manages to get Lacey out of the ring. There's more of a kerfluffle. Charlotte, of course, manages to kick Bayley's ass, but instead of her leaving the ring and grabbing her belt, she tries to go for one last hit, and Bayley is able to dodge, and Charlotte knocks herself out on the ring post. Bayley, of course, seeing the opportunity, cashes in her championship, hits the top rope elbow drop, and we have a new SmackDown Women's Champion. Bayley gets the free count. Absolutely amazing. Love every second of it. I kind of predicted it, but I didn't predict it. My prediction was initially that Bayley would, of course, she would cash in, but I had a feeling that she was originally going to cash in before the match started to make it a triple threat because she just feels that that'd be better. But hey, I'm all for Bayley winning. Right after that, Bayley runs into the crowd, very similar to when she won her Raw Women's Championship from Charlotte the first time, and she ran into the crowd and celebrated with everyone. So absolutely great. I'm glad that Becky is most likely moving on to Monday Night Raw to have a feud with Lacey, and of course Charlotte is running on to is going to continue her feud with and Charlotte is going to continue her feud with Bayley, which I think is great. It's nice to see something different. I just, as much as I enjoy Becky and Charlotte fighting each other, I'm glad that they're going to be branching off onto two different shows, and so we won't get to see that for a little while now. But yeah, really fun match, really great match, really enjoyed the living crap out of that. All right, immediately following that match, we got Roman Reigns taking on Elias, or so we think. Roman Reigns is walking backstage. Elias jumps him from behind, hits him with the acoustic guitar, knocks Roman Reigns out. Elias then proceeds to make his way to the ring, perform a pretty decent electric guitar set. Nothing too crazy. Craps on the city of Hartford because that is what Elias does. And before he can fully leave the arena, Roman Reigns' music hits, and Roman comes out, hits Elias with the Superman punch, throws him into the ring, the bell rings, hits him with the spear. 1, 2, 3, it is over. Roman Reigns wins. Yay! That was a match. It was okay. I knew it was going to be quick, but it was just, a little different. But now let's talk about the real match of the night. This one stole the show, hands down. Seth Rollins taking on AJ. Absolutely amazing. The thing I loved most about this match is just how slow-paced it was. Like, so many times people are like, oh, like, throw matches are boring. I don't like chain wrestling. I like high impact and flips. This was storytelling at its best. This was absolutely phenomenal. No pun intended to AJ Styles, of course. Just what these guys did. Like, it was so... Like, they planned each other's next moves over and over and over again to constantly counter one another. It was just it was a thing of beauty. Like I said, like, this late in the night, normally I'm not really enthralled, but my eyes were glued to this. I don't even have like things to even say. I loved it. Like, AJ kept countering everything. Like, initially he countered the curb stomp into a Styles Clash. I still think that Randy Orton's counter of the curb stomp WrestleMania a couple years ago was better, but this one was still pretty cool. Top rope reverse, like where he did like that reverse DDT flip into a Falcon Arrow was absolutely amazing. But yeah, match ends when Seth Rollins manages to hit the ripcord knee strike into the super kick and then hits him with the curb stomp. So yeah, Seth Rollins retains. If you guys haven't seen this match, please do yourselves a favor. Check this match out. I can't even explain how good it was. This is definitely in my top 5 for sure. Unless something really amazing comes up, but I really loved everything about that match. After the match, AJ Styles comes out, and they shake hands, and yeah, pretty cool. Just pure respect between these two. All right, next is a surprise match. I have no card for it because it was a surprise. Lucha House Party comes out for a 6-man tag against... It's never really revealed because Lars Sullivan comes out and beats them up, and that's it. Lars did get a pretty good gash on his head during this thing, and it was just insane because like, Lars bled a lot. So that was the blood that we should have had in our steel cage match. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. It's really weird because like the things that's going on with Lars right now in regards to like comments he made years ago, blah blah, having him beat up the Lucha House Party, not good timing in my opinion, but that's just me. That is just me. All right, let's go on to the World Championship. That's right, we got Kevin Owens taking on Kofi Kingston. Overall match, I feel really bad for them because they just had to follow Seth versus AJ. It was still a good match. I just wasn't feeling it. It was just very long-winded, very drained out. It is not Lars from Metallica. I actually could be Lars from Metallica. I haven't seen him in a while. Maybe he took like some growth hormones or something. Overall though, like I said, like this match, it's unfortunately just falls underneath the curse of just following something just too good. It was a good match, but said it was going on against after Seth versus AJ, so that's like a 10-star match, making this like a 5-star match. Overall, they did what they could do. Kevin Owens kept trying to hit absolutely everything he had. He hits a stunner, he hits a pop-up powerbomb, but Kofi Kingston just kept kicking out, getting rope breaks, kicking out. At the end of the match, he takes off Kofi's shoes. I don't know why. Did I miss something? Like Elizabeth, like did I miss something? Did he take off his shoes just cause? I don't know. Maybe I was too busy live tweeting, but yeah, so he takes off Kofi's shoes, and then before you know it, Kofi hits him with Trouble in Paradise, and Kofi wins. Fun match. I just didn't get why he took off his shoes. But yeah, Kofi retains. I'm wondering who the next challenger is going to be. Who knows? But overall, decent match. Unfortunately, it just fell into the path of, sadly, just having to compete with the match previous to it. All right, and we're going to close the show off with the men's Money in the Bank. That's right, we got Andrade taking on Ricochet. We got Drew. We got Finn. We got Baron Corbin. We got Ali. And we got Randy Orton. Sami Zayn was supposed to be part of this match, but he was beaten up backstage earlier in the match, therefore throwing my entire prediction out the window. We can't win them all. So this is going to be just a 7-man match, or so we think. Overall, though, spot monkey fest match. So much stuff. Like Randy Orton off to the really quick start, gets a lot of quick hits in there. But Andrade stole the show for me. That sunset flip that he did to Finn off the top of the ladder, and like Finn bounced like 50 feet in the air. Like that was just amazing. And I love that everyone started chanting Yowie Wowie after that. Like Bray's not even in the match, but that's still cool. I wish Bray would. I actually thought it was Bray who beat up Sammy backstage, and then Bray would have come out. That would have been absolutely amazing. Ali with the Spanish fly off the top onto Andrade. Like Andrade was the superstar in this match. Andrade just did everything. I really liked that Baron Corbin turned on Drew because they've been kind of friends. And then Baron Corbin like went on to destroy a lot of people. Like he broke some Spanish announce tables. He hit some deep sixes. He like just completely decimated Ricochet. I wish Ricochet would have done more offense in this match. Ricochet was more of the guy getting the offense done to him, which is still cool. I still like Ricochet. I expected more from Ricochet, but yeah, just Andrade. You look so good in this match. But I love right after that, the Drew snapped and just kicked everybody's ass. He destroyed Ali. He destroyed Baron Corbin. He destroyed Finn. Like he just went on just to take everybody out. He's about to climb up and grab the belt when, of course, Randy Orton pulls him off the ladder, hits him with the RKO. Really good RKO. Ali then comes in and knocks out Randy Orton, and Ali starts climbing up the ladder. He's about to grab the briefcase when Brock Lesnar's music hits. And he comes out. And he beats up Ali. And then he grabs the briefcase, and the match is over now for some weird reason. So Brock Lesnar, who wasn't even in the match, is the winner of this year's Money in the Bank, which makes no freaking sense whatsoever, because the rules state the first competitor to reach the briefcase and pull it down is the winner. Not the first person. The first competitor to pull the briefcase down wins. When are we going to get a freaking Money in the Bank that doesn't have some ridiculous batshit crazy ending? The first women's Money in the Bank when James Ellsworth pulled it down. And now this. And just. Like. I normally don't get mad. I try to maintain my cool, but Brock Lesnar just off. I bleeped myself. Seriously, you did nothing. You make more money than the entire WWE roster combined, and you wrestle a grand total of 2 minutes a year. The fact that Seth Rollins defended the Universal title tonight in an amazing match that was longer than the entire period he held the stupid thing for 2 years. Just, no one wants you. WWE does not want you. The fans do not want you. And it hurts because you're a big fan of my hockey team. You live a province over from where I live. And just... yeah, congratulations. Like, WWE, there better be some long-term thing to this, because it just left me with a sour taste. Benefit is, though, I got to see AJ versus Seth in an amazing match, and my girl Bayley walked away as champion. So I'm happy. We'll just go with that. I'm happy for most of it. Just this. You guys pull Sammy out of the match to have that. One day Sammy will get his due. One day Sammy will get his due. But yeah, overall though, I enjoyed Money in the Bank. I thought it was quite fun. I always enjoy Money in the Bank. I rarely walk away from Money in the Bank disappointed. So I enjoyed it. So overall, putting everything together, I give this pay-per-view a solid B+. Overall, so pros, AJ versus Seth, the women's Money in the Bank, the entire women's title switching over, all that stuff, like the whole Bayley thing. I thought that was really cool. I like the fact that we got 2 new feuds going. I enjoyed the shit out of the Cruiserweight match. I thought that was really great. It felt good to finally have it on the main roster. Downfalls for me, I wish Joe and Rey would have been a lot longer. I understand it has to be time. Roman versus Seth did not need to be in there. Sorry, not Roman versus Seth. Roman versus Elias did not need to be in there. It was just a complete whatever. Lucha House Party and Lars made no sense. Like I said, you guys throw this segment in there, but yet you give Rey and Joe like a minute. Like, there was so many things. Like, we have to stretch it for time and blah blah blah. Then give Rey and Joe time. Whatever. The ending of the men's Money in the Bank, obviously I didn't like, but the match itself was really good. I enjoyed the entire men's Money in the Bank match. Just the ending was just doo-doo for me. But overall, B+ grade. Enjoyed the living crap out of it. Pretty decent. So yeah, we're going to be heading into Super Showdown, which I will probably not be watching, and SummerSlam, which I will have to watch because it's awesome. We've got a couple NXT pay-per-views coming up, and it's going to be great. It is a great time to be a wrestling fan. So what did you guys think about Money in the Bank? Let me know in that comment section below. As always, if you guys like what you saw, make sure to crush like, hit subscribe, and click the bell notification for whenever we post videos. We go live Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time, except for pay-per-view nights, where we will go on after the pay-per-view to discuss the pay-per-view, i.e. tonight. We also go live Wednesday nights after NXT to discuss the event. And of course, check out Facebook page, check out the Twitter account, and I am going to laugh my ass off when Seth destroys Brock. It is going to be awesome. And I'm a little shocked with the AEW thing. I was really looking forward to Hangman Page versus Pac. That was like one of my go-to matches that I needed to see. It sucks, but I'm still gonna enjoy the heck out of that pay-per-view. Like Dustin versus Cody, yeah, thank you. It's gonna be awesome. And of course, I will never ever say no to anything with Kenny Omega, and I will never say no to anything with my man Chris Jericho. Alright, as always, if you guys like what you saw, make sure to crush like, hit subscribe, and click that bell notification for whenever we post videos and stuff. Yeah, I already said all that. I'm tired. Woo! You guys have yourselves a great night. You guys are the reason why I do this. Thank you guys so much, Elizabeth. Thank you, Gibosh, for partaking in our chat room. Hopefully we'll get more people one day. But like I said, this is a shameless plug as always. We are at 146 subscribers, which makes no sense because I was like at almost in 150, then I dropped. And like my live stream, my predictions video from like a couple days ago, I had people in the chat room. I talked to them. We interacted like this. And then the next morning, I have 0 views on the video. Was I talking to ghosts? I don't know. What is going on, YouTube? What is going on? All right. You guys have yourselves a wonderful night. I will see you guys next time. This is JP from Kayfabe Chronicles. Keep it real and have a great night.